Okay, for this lady, and I really like this picture, so hope you guys enjoy the picture. So first I look at her, I saw this line, right? I saw this, how slanted that face is. That's what I did right here, see? Just like that. Then second, I measured, like I need to put the eye on the right place, so I actually measured the eye like from here to here. The eyes in the center, so you got it. So from like center, from here, not including the top, and here the eyes in the center. That's how I try to measure it. See, I'm not going to be 100% correct because I later on changed it a little bit. Well, you will see later. And after that, that's the eye, then the eyebrow, then the forehead, this part, nose, lips, chin, and like she's side view, so her nose is like more like that, right? That's the line there. It's very side view. Just map it out. Then after that, I start detailed, I see the nose, it's a little bit slanted this way. As my nose is slanted this way, I look at the distance between here, right? And see how I start the lip. Because the lips you can't really see, right? But I really looking at this shape here, that shadow shape. So if you drew that shadow shape right, this thing, the lip going to turn right. So the shadow, see here, then the shadow goes down, then the shadow goes here, then basically her lips is right. That's the shape I looking at it. It's very abstract shape here. I just try to get this step. Then another step, lips I did right, but I fix it later. It's too small, and the black part is not big enough, because if you look at this picture, this black part is bigger than the top lip. So see, that's the top lip, you can see. See how big the black part is? So you don't see that much of that lip is all in the shadow. And I didn't really do that. That step was wrong, but I fix it later. Then after that, see, after this step, I did the forehead. I go on to the forehead, and when I draw this, I really looking at where I'm looking at. I'm looking at the distance, distance, very important. That's how you know where to draw those things and in the right place. After that, I grouped the hair. So see, that's a group. That's a group. And that's a group. You can tell, right? That's a group. Then this is a group. That's a group. Right? You can tell by the highlight here. That's what I was dividing those groups. I did fix it later because I felt like this is too small, but I'd fix it later. It's just a general shape now. Then I start to shade it. When I shade it, I really have to to try to get the shape right. I mean the shadow shape. So when you draw her eye, basically you can't, this part, you can't see her eyeball, okay? So please don't draw an eyeball inside, okay? You cannot see it. So what you do is you just draw the shape of this shadow. That's the shape of this shadow. That's the eyelashes. That's the shape of this shadow, okay? That's what you're looking at. That's this. Okay, that's the shape of that shadow. Pay attention to that. Don't draw an eyeball in there, okay? Now I'm shading it, and really start to fix the lip, because the lip is not right. So see, I put more black, and I'm more looking at the shadow of the shape. Now I'm not telling me to draw a nose, a lips, or chin. I'm just looking at the shadow. Try to, after that, I start to shade this eye, the same thing. Don't try to shade the eyeball here. The only eyeball kind of here is this part that's a little bit light, but this side you can't really see. That's how much eyeball you see. And that's like not even white, right? So please don't do a big eyeball out. Draw what you see, not what you think, okay? I'm going back to fixing the lip, this part. So lip, I just felt like not right. The chin was too long. After I did that, I felt like this is too short. That's why, cause look, see, that should be here, not here, cause this half of from here to here, right? So I move this up. So, like I said, in the process drawing, you always fixing things. Okay, so after that, I have the group of the hair, right? Now I'm going to get the dark and highlight out. Group it, see? Dark, dark, highlight, dark, dark, highlight out. Same thing as this, the whole, not detail, but the whole shading thing. And now the top. Now I go back. This one, I go back to darken it. Can you tell? Fix the lip even more and darken it. Then I even get way more detail on the eye. You can see a little bit eyebrow there. Fix more on the lips. The lips, I will keep fixing it. And this, then after that, I'll start to get detail of the hair, because the hairs already have this, so it just needed to get darker and get some detail. Not cover all of it, but just make it more detailed to make it darker. And this part is, I finished that part of the hair. Then there's, so here we go. That's the last step, fill step for the hair. I work on more than the hair. And just, when you're drawing hair, try to draw not too soft. Have some edges, okay? So have some edges when you do it. And when you have one line out, one line, right? Always have some part dark, some part light. That make it look, when I draw this, I do dark, light, dark. Just even one line. You don't want to draw like exactly the same. You dark, light, dark. Or light, dark, light. Okay? Have some rhythm of the shading. Okay, this one I did different than that one. I had this part get more, a little bit more darker because I felt like this all in the shadow. So I get a little bit darker on that.